Hello students, welcome to St. Joseph's Academy's online class. Myself Harshika Kane, your English teacher. In today's class, I am going to teach you chapter 1 of your English Mulberry book. The title of the chapter is Going to the Fair Part 3. In previous part, that is part 2, we had discussed the word meanings and question answers of this chapter. In today's class, we will be discussing the remaining exercises of this chapter. So let us begin with those exercises. Now read this sentence. They could hear the flock of sheep bleating. Students, in this sentence, the word flock is what? A group of sheep is called a flock. Like a group of birds is also called a flock. A group of bees is called swarm, or a group of soldiers is called an army. Similarly, a group of sheep is called a flock. So all these words, flock, then swarm, army, are what? All these words are collective nouns. Collective nouns are names that we give to a group or a collection of people, animals, or things. So, on the basis of previous example, we can say that collective nouns are names that we give to a group or a collection of people, animals, or things. It means collective nouns are names of a collection of persons, places, animals, or things considered as one. Now read these two sentences. First one, the bunch of bananas are ripe. In this sentence, notice the word are. And second sentence, the bunch of bananas is ripe. In this sentence, notice the word is. Now, both the sentences are same. Only in first sentence, the word are is used. And in second sentence, the word is used. Both are helping verbs. But which sentence is correct and which is wrong? Sentence first is wrong and second sentence is right. Why? Because in a sentence, we usually use collective nouns as singular nouns. So we say, the bunch of bananas is ripe, not the bunch of bananas are ripe. So collective nouns, they are always singular in number, not plural. That is why second sentence, the bunch of bananas is ripe, is correct. Now we will begin with exercise word wall. First question, write the correct collective noun. You have to fill an appropriate collective noun in the given blanks. First one, an dash of ants. So a group of ants is known as army. A-R-M-Y, army. Second, a dash of sheep. What is a group of sheep called? A group of sheep is known as flock. F-L-O-C-K, flock. Next, a dash of people. What is a group of people called? A group of people is known as crowd. C-R-O-W-D, crowd. Next, a dash of students. A group of students is known as class. C-L-A-S-S, class of students. Next, a dash of penguins. What is a group of penguins called? The answer is colony. C-O-L-O-N-Y. Next, a dash of grapes. What is a group of grapes known as? The answer is bunch. B-U-N-C-H, bunch. Next, a dash of fish. What is a group of fish called? The answer is school. S-C-H-O-O-L, school. Question number 2. In the sentences given below, underline the collective nouns, put a tick against the sentences that are correct and a cross against those that are wrong. So few sentences are given. First you have to underline the collective noun in those sentences, and then if the noun, that collective noun is used properly, you have to put a tick against the sentence, otherwise you have to put a cross. First sentence, the herd of sheep is in the field. In this sentence, what is the collective noun? Herd. So, do you really think a group of sheep is known as herd? No, we just studied that a group of sheep is known as flock. So, this statement is wrong. Second, the bunch of flowers are in the vase. In this sentence, the collective noun is bunch. And yes, a group of flowers is known as bunch. So, this sentence is correct. Next, the team of oxen are pulling the cart. In this sentence, the collective noun is team. And yes, a group of ox is known as team, or a group of oxen is known as team. This statement is correct. D. The fleet of ships is sailing today. A group of ships is known as fleet. So collective noun here is fleet, which is used properly, and this statement is also correct. E. This band of musicians play very well. In this sentence, the collective noun is band. And yes, a group of musicians is known as band. So this statement is also correct. Last, a swarm of bees make honey. Collective noun is swarm, and yes, a group of bees is known as swarm. So this statement is also correct. Now next exercise is related with genders. We are going to study about masculine gender, feminine gender and common gender. What is masculine gender? Some nouns are used for men or boys. For example, brother, uncle, grandfather, etc. The above words, these words are the names of males. Hence, these words belong to the masculine gender. Next is feminine gender. Some nouns are used for women or girls like sister, aunt, grandmother, etc. The above words are the names of females. Hence, these words belong to the feminine gender. Last one is common gender. Some nouns can be used to refer to both men and women like author, gardener, children, baby, parent, etc. Like children can mean boys or girls or both. A baby can be a baby boy or a baby girl. A parent can be a mother or father. Hence, these words belong to the common gender, or we can say nouns that can belong either to the masculine gender or the feminine gender belong to the common gender. The exercise is grammar time. Question number 1. Match the feminine gender words with the masculine gender words. So on the left hand side, feminine gender words are given and you have to match them with their proper masculine gender words. First is headmistress. This is feminine word and the masculine of headmistress is headmaster. Second, nun. Masculine word for nun is monk. Third, wife. Masculine word of wife is husband. Fourth, niece. Masculine of niece is nephew. And last, aunt. Masculine of aunt is uncle. Exercise 2. Sort the gender of the words given below and put them on the correct list. Students, 15 words are given to you. I am just going to read the words: policeman, bride, doctor, policewoman, groom, friend, watchman, student, wizard, lady, child, grandson, queen, teacher and sister. Now what you have to do? You have to sort, means you have to arrange or categorize these words according to their gender. First column is of masculine word, second feminine gender, and third common gender. So first of all we are going to list the words or sort the words of masculine gender. First one is policeman, second groom, third watchman, fourth wizard, and fifth grandson. Now we will be listing or sorting the words of feminine gender. First one, bride, second policewoman, third lady, fourth queen, and fifth word sister. Now the remaining words belong to the common gender. Let us list those words also. First, doctor, second, friend, third, student, fourth, child, and fifth, teacher. Read the given sentence. Avery wanted frozen custard, a cheeseburger, and a balloon. As in the sentence given, we usually use a comma to separate things on a list. Like in this sentence, we have used a comma after the word custard because we are separating the words in this list. What did Avery wanted? He wanted to buy frozen custard, a cheeseburger, and a balloon. So a comma is used here to separate things on a list, or we can say the comma is used here to separate the things that belong to the same category or same class. Hence we can say a comma is used to separate a series of words in the same construction, to separate each pair of words joined by and, to separate a direct quotation from the rest of the sentence, and to mark off words used in addressing people. Mainly here in next exercise we will use comma to separate things on a list. Exercise punctuation. Question number 1. Read the sentences and put commas in the right place. Now, few sentences are given. You have to use comma at appropriate place in those sentences. First sentence, Rohit, Neena, Soma and Mona study at the same school. So, where we will be using commas? Answer is Rohit, comma, Neena, comma, Soma and Mona. See, we do not use any comma before the word and. So, we have not used any comma after the word Soma because and is used there. And Mona study at the same school. Second sentence, in the classroom, there are desks, chairs and cupboard. So, the correct answer is in the classroom, there are desks, comma, chairs and cupboard. Third, Diwali, Pongal, Dussehra, Navroz and Eid are all festivals. The answer is Diwali, Pongal, Dashera, Navroz and Eid are all festivals. Fourth sentence. Joel went to the market and bought some beans, 6 bananas, a book and a pencil. The answer is Joel went to the market and bought some beans, 6 bananas, a book and a pencil. And last sentence is I like reading, watching films, listening music and playing football. The correct answer is I like reading, watching films, listening music and playing football. Another exercise is write well. In this you have to write a paragraph. It is related with paragraph writing. What you have to do, a topic will be given and you have to write your thoughts on that topic. What you have to do here, you have the topic a fair. Write a paragraph on the fair. So you can begin writing like this. I like a fair which is exciting and wonderful. It is held on an enormous ground outside the village every year on Baisakhi. The fair was crowded. A bazaar was set up with mouth-watering or delicious food items. There were many adventurous games and swings to ride, which were sometimes dizzying. The most colorful event of the evening was the Bhangra dance. We were also warned by the announcers many times to keep our money and things safe. In the evening, we left for home with others. So after explaining the exercises, it's time for some homework now. Your homework is to complete all the exercises in your Mulberry book and learn them. And second, complete paragraph writing exercise in your Mulberry copy. So complete only this paragraph writing, a paragraph on fair, that you have to write in your copy, and remaining all the exercises you have to complete in your book only. So dear students, with this our today's class is over. I hope you all might have enjoyed the class and understood it very well. We will meet again soon in our next English class with a new topic. Till then, complete all your homework and stay safe. Thank you and have a nice day.